Earth Spirit's actually really,
Looks
like,
good.
the Olacore plays a great Earth Spirit. He also plays a really excellent Elder Titan. That's another
Yeah.
thing that's an option here if they want to try to go for it.
ET's pretty bad, because Shadow Fiend will have all the move speeds, and they just do go
Okay,
to
they go
Rubik.
Rubik. It's still good.
I mean, you have the best skill in the world to steal in Sand King Stun. You
Mhm.
also, global, you might steal, you don't really care. You're mostly looking at Sand King Stun right now.
Grant, did you know that it's not an insta-cast with Rubik? You have 0.15 seconds.
I did not. Thank you for that, Lacoste.
Did they just add that? I thought they just
No,
added something like that recently.
It was recent. Not sure when.
They either extended it or added it, because I thought it may have been instant before.
Yeah.
Huh. Oracle comes out, though.
Yeah, I like this. We've seen this before in a couple matches. Stinger plays a very good positioned Oracle, usually, so...
Good against the Ember. They still want to get something like that Life Stealer. You can help bail them out, I guess.
And the biggest thing, right? Look, you guys wanted Earth Spirit. Now they don't really have jump for the Oracle except Ember, and an Ember does not want to commit to the back lines where you get stunned or silenced.
There's
so this Oracle's
still
great.
Centaur in the pool if they want to go for it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this also dissuades Lelis from being able to pick up his Darkseer again, just because of taking off that Ion Shell. We'll go Doom instead, though. All right.
Doombringer.
It's been a while since we've seen Doom.
It really has. Did we see it in SA?
No, not yet.
I don't think so, yeah.
Oh.
No. So Lila's playing that Doom. So we just need... So what do we think of this Ember Spear? We think it's side lane? We think mid lane? We're thinking sad either way, but, you know.
I think we probably have to wait for the last pick. They don't even get overall last pick on paiN too,
I
so no
know.
matter what, this Ember is going to, as Lacoste said, is going to be very sad.
Yeah.
I feel like having last pick in this meta feels just way better because you can sneak in something like a Slark, not necessarily good in this matchup, but having 10 pick overall feels way better.
No Naga.
I like it. Take out a split pusher who does like grouping up. You get a Diffusal, you get a Manta, you become a pretty insane team fighter. And Shadow Fiend gets eaten alive, but you'd think, well, I can raise the illusions. Well, if the illusions are right on top of you, you're just dead. It won't matter. I like Naga now. I think Naga's at a pretty fun spot. Honestly, I know a lot of people hate her, but I like the fact that you do farm a lot, but you actually do start fighting with like these new builds. It's not like Radiance. See you later. We'll see you in 50 minutes. It's more of a fighting build.
So what's the final ban going to be here, boys? What do they wanna
Life
see?
Stealer, Jug, still...
Still Life Stealer ban.
Okay. That was expected.
So what do we think? Still a Terrorblade in the pool. There's still a Juggernaut.
Sven wasn't
yes,
banned.
Sven could be
I want
very
to see
good.
some kind of a stun. I think if they go for Sven, they could... Like, he does not care about Doom that much after he pops his ulti and Warcry.
Yeah.
Especially when you have Oracle sitting behind him.
Mm.
And on paiN, you have to pick blindly here. I assume you're just taking a carry. Ember can carry the game, so maybe you're not looking at something like Omega late game like a Terrorblade, but even Jug here for paiN, I don't mind.
Any kind of tower damage.
Yeah.
When you have Ember Spirit, you need to have it.
The other thing you have to keep in mind, too, is I know both of these players, HFN and 4DR, HFN used to switch off with, gosh, blanking right now, name.
What team?
On paiN, but before we joined.
Hark Warden, wait
Yeah, it's
up.
it's a really good Sven game. They need the gap closer, something that can jump into a bubble.
Yep.
It's been a bit since I've seen the Warden. I think we saw it a bunch at the Major, and that was about it. And the Excalibur 90-minute game, I guess, in open qualifiers.
Yeah, all I see is Sven and Jug, really. I don't know what else.
What about... No.
No, go for it.
No, I know it's dumb. I looked it up myself. I was going to say PL, but...
No.
It's still not the worst here, but I think Sven's just way better.
Yeah, I think Sven is the...
But they would have
choice.
picked it immediately, you'd think, if they were. They're still trying to think about stuff. What else do we got?
Well, they have a minute.
See?
Okay, they're going to go for
Sven.
it.
Sven stands
All right.
ready.
It was probably one of the best, if not the best option available to them with what's available. But is this a good enough lineup for Infamous for a 2-0, I think is the question. Or are we seeing a game 3?
I like what Infamous has. They have 2 initiators with the Silencer Global. You can always pop that. They have Oracle to save the cores. And I don't think they have nothing that goes through Sven ulti. So that's always something to look out for. I mean, when I say Sven ulti, BKB and ulti, he just runs in. You can pop the Doom, but at that point, I don't think he really cares.
I will say, I think this Rubik Doom could definitely just take a giant dump on the Silencer Sand King lane. I think they actually have a decent one. You get a Sentry up there, the Doom and the Rubik can just run at the Silencer who has no escape mechanism. I think that's going to be their biggest thing. I will say Infamous 2-0, but if Lelis can get farmed on the Doom, I think they have an okay shot. You just got to lock down the Sven, buy time for HFN, and, well, it's an Arc Warden. Who knows? They could just defend base for the next 4 hours for all we know. We'll finally make up for all the 20-minute games we had.
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
going to be a long game
if
with
it's
with the Arc Warden,
going
for
to be
sure.
a
I don't
long
think
game,
it's gonna
the
be
lineup
quick.
on Infamous will start to fall off, and
Yeah.
paiN Gaming will just take over. Arc Warden, Doom gets shit ton of items, and the same goes for Ember Spirit in the late game.
Yeah, so I'm with Lacoste. I think it's Infamous, but obviously if it does go to the 40-minute mark, guess what? paiN will come online. Their Arc Warden will be the most annoying hero in Dota, and what are you going to do?
I don't know if he'll be the most annoying hero in Dota, but it's definitely going to be
Oh, it's up there.
a problem. I think Techies is probably the most annoying hero in
I don't-
Dota.
would you
Going
ra-
that late game when there's just mines everywhere? Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, but would you rather play against... Who's the best techies in the world, would you guys say? Yapzor? I don't
Toby
know.
won.
So would you rather play against a Toby Wan techies or like an Arteezy Arc Warden?
I mean, it's a no-brainer for me.
All right, well, we're going to say goodbye to our fellow astronauts over there as
Goodbye.
we go into the game. They'll join us in a bit later.
Don't forget your oxygen all right, yeah, I'm excited for this. It could be, I think if Infamous is going to win this, it will probably be another 20 to 30-minute game. But if paiN can end up stalling it out, they do have a lot better chance this game. We will have a quick pause. We didn't have a pause last game. I just realized.
Oh, my goodness, we did not.
We went through the whole thing with
Yeah.
none. Unfortunately, now we have the bad luck here, but all the tips going out. No bad manners. They're just having some fun now.
Well, that's all about, Dota. It's about having fun. Winning, too, is very nice, but, I still don't like this. This courier's, like, so creepy.
Oh,
It's
they're riding it?
Yeah, it's just, like, this little crab is, like, crying. He's like, I hate it. I don't want this. Slavery in Dota, man. What do they have over here?
99%.
This is a little beetle juggernaut guy. All right. I'm glad, though. These teams are finally starting to put out their couriers, because that used to be a big pet peeve of mine as I'd be casting their games,
Yeah.
and they'd have just the basic donkey.
You're a cosmetic person.
I am a cosmetic person.
You're
I'm
one of those
like,
people
you know
who goes
what?
on Reddit and ruins my open qualifier run because you want your treasure too.
No, I'm definitely
okay.
not that bad. Not
All
that
right.
bad. But I think, if you, show off some of these really nice skins that you have.
No, you should.
Right? Courier especially, right? The other stuff, if you don't want to put it on, that's
Yeah.
fine. But at least,
The
give yourself treat yourself with a cute little courier here.
We'll see. Both middles do have their last game. It wasn't like that, but they both have observer awards right now. There's one sentry on each side too, so we'll see who gets there quicker. 308 move speed versus 308. They should be meeting up pretty much middle lane.
Depends on if they take the shortest route.
Let's see. It looks like Chris Luck wants to place his near the bottom side. Yep, 40 wants to place his near the top side, so they shouldn't run into each other. Doesn't look like.
Nope.
I estimate the probability of winning.
Stinger
to be
does have a
above
sentry, and he's heading
99%.
that way-ish. Uh-oh. Be careful, ADR. He's just going to chill there for now. He placed it from the high ground.
That's nice. Nicely done.
Yep, so both wards will go unscouted, and I like, he doesn't even, actually they both placed it at a rune, but Shadow Fiends is way off his lane. Like, usually you see it a little bit closer, but he wants to be able to see the rune, but he doesn't.
I think maybe he's concerned about ganks, too. Like, perhaps that's why he's placed it off, and he doesn't want to immediately get dewarded, because that's another problem, right? Especially now that we've got this lovely system where it shows you where the most popular warding spots are, just in case you forgot.
Wait, do you get that? Do you have to have Dota Plus for that?
I don't know. Is that a Dota Plus thing?
Oh, I
You
don't
could
have it, I don't
definitely-
think.
I see it when I'm in my games.
Okay, yeah, I don't. That must be.
Okay, must be a Dota Plus thing. Pay to win.
And once again, I like it. Schofield, he does the exact same thing. Stout Shield, Orb of Venom, one shared Tango. He's just playing extremely aggressive, and I like that. We haven't seen much of that. It's been pretty much just some tri lanes in to get first blood, TP away, but just straight up tri lane.
It's going to be 2 and 2 for these runes here.
And for now, Whisper. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is going to be a tough lane. They might have to fully tri lane, but they're going to rotate. Yeah, they don't want Hector in that tri lane, so he's going to run all the way up top. And Theo, 444, one of them's probably going to end up TPing up there to help out.
Yeah, this is a scary lane right now, the way that's set up, especially, considering all the slow and the damage.
No.
So Whisper's going to be very, very careful the way that he plays down here with all the spark rates that are going to be thrown out. Very mindful of where he's going, but this is a long trek here for Hector. He's missing out on a lot of experience right now.
Only one creep. He's already there. Not too bad. Oh, and they're going to go for the kill
boy.
now.
Yeah, this is a kill lane for sure. It's going to be the stun route into place, and Stinger actually is going to be the one who gets the First blood.
I think honestly Dire was saying the same thing as you. They didn't realize Sven would be up there so quick. Like he started rotating insanely early, and because their ward isn't there, they didn't see him, and that's a free first blood.
I think this is just a rinse repeat here. You just keep having Schofield go up, you let Sven do the farming, get a couple kills under his belt, and all of a sudden you've got a very sad demon.
You do, and I mean Whisper, this silencer, he's completely happy. Look at, he has the creeps behind his tower, so they're not even pushing in.
Life's pretty good right now for the side of Infamous. Can change very quickly though. Again, he's got that spark right standing nearby. He's just gonna let the creeps tank that. He's gonna hide behind the trees down here in the bottom lane.
And look at this rotating. Schofield's like, all right, we got the first blood. I am going to rotate bottom. And now Theo will have to be a little bit careful because you have level 2 on Whisper does a lot, and Schofield with the Orb of Venom, you really have to be careful.
Schofield coming around the side. He's going to open up the Burrow Strike. Those glaives do a lot of damage. Spark Wraith will get thrown down. I don't think it's going to be enough to save him, though. And already Whisper has graduated preschool, is on his way to kindergarten.
This should
Can
be
they get some more here? They don't have the Burrow Strike up just yet. Now it is. Can they get there fast enough? Looks like they're not going to go for it just yet. Although Schofield, he's thinking about it. They're sitting in a real nice little conga line there, Grant.
Yeah, they were. But he knows he would just die since he doesn't have Sandstorm.
That's true.
He knew Theo was TPing back, and it looks like 2-minute runes will be an Arcaner, and he'll just go pick it up. So,
Or not.
So he's saving it. Okay. And yeah, the ward, Chris Luck's ward doesn't see the runes, so obviously only ADR knows it's there, and he just brought his bottle. So yeah, nice save there. As long as Schofield doesn't go and steal it.
Does have the Sandstorm now.
Do we have any sentry wards? We
Does
just
not appear that they do.
Nope, they have it on the left side. They used it to block the small camp so they couldn't pull.
All right.
Everything's pretty much coming up Infamous right now. I haven't really looked at the top. I think it should be fine.
No, they don't have the Purifying Flames damage. He's out.
So
He's out, Cub Scout.
Chris Luck 12-5, Ember 14-0. Pretty even, but as the souls get stacked up, you're going to see more and more right-click damage, and this Ember is not going to have fun at all.
I don't think he's having that much fun
Already, yeah.
already, yeah.
Man, this tri-lane is absolutely failing right now.
No, this is not a tri-lane. You're not supposed to be giving dubs. You're supposed to be taking laps. Although they do manage to find a kill on Schofield. They don't quite get the last hit over on 444 there.
There you go. That's what you need. I guess the Arc Warden is level 3, though, so they're pretty much just standing by the side. They just hit level 2. They're just Arc Warden carry us, honestly. They do not care about their own games. It is all on Arc Warden.
Look at this dive behind the tower here. Chris Luck. Again, he's an excellent Shadow Fiend. So.
You can tell he's got the level 20 to 24. Not master tier yet, but I'm sure he's getting there.
I'm sure he's working on it.
Actually, he did have this at the Dota Pit Minor, too, so that's good. That means he's practicing other heroes, even better.
Yeah, that is. That was actually one of our biggest criticisms of him back then, was the fact that, you know, he was a good player, but it was only for very specific heroes.
All right, Stinger gets the pulse, so his Doom feels a little bit worse. Bottom, we do see ping Schofield. There's a sentry right there. He could just die. But he does get out.
Yep.
I think the fact Whisper isn't dying in this lane as a silencer versus a tri-lane is pretty crazy. It definitely feels like they should be punishing him a lot more. A hero with no escape, not high armor, not high life.
Forward. It's very forward. Again, another Burrow Strike. They're going to be able to find this kill. It's looking pretty good right now. It's going to be another +2. Going over to Whisper. They'll lose Schofield. But again, you're making your silencer brainier, and he hasn't died once.
Uh-oh. Need to be careful if he got that Spark Wraith off. But he will make it out.
Top lane looks like Stinger has taken some of that Infernal Blade damage. He'll be able to walk himself away, though.
And that's the big thing, right? I wouldn't say he stole the first blood, but because he got it, he gets boots early, and the Doom doesn't have any, so he can't do anything. He just can't chase. Theo. Oh, it's 5-minute runes.
5-minute runes. Schofield goes for the Burrow Strike, manages to get that steal. They don't have any points into that Frostbite just yet, so he should be able to walk away, I have a feeling. HFN, he's trying. They have the sentry.
And another one.
Can they get it in time, though? There's going to be the Flux, and with the Fade Bolt, they get a kill.
Look at this. Shadow Fiend gets both bounty runes top. He's rotating. He's going to do the stacks. Will he go for a kill top 2 or just go middle? Looks like middle. All right, so it is 3-3 right now. You do see the 1,000 gold lead. It's middle having a pretty good time on Chris Luck, but the Ember, he does finally get a free lane since he has to rotate away and get those bounties on Shadow Fiend, but he just hit 6. It's going to be another pretty fast-paced game. They might dive Whisper here.
Well, they already see the TPs coming out. They have that lift, though, as they toss him back. They're going to try to purge it off. He's got a couple charges. It's actually going to survive thanks to a nice TP coming out from Stinger. Although 4DR has made his own rotation now. And in comes Schofield. Can he get them to line up like little ducks here? They find the kill over onto Stinger. They've got a sentry ward here. Schofield has to be careful. He's going to walk right into the Sparkery.
Helps Whisper, though. Dude, I thought Whisper is just, he didn't have his TP, but now he does. And he'll just stay down here. I really can't believe this Silencer doesn't die. That is insane to me. It's like one of the most, like, just easy to kill heroes. They have no escape mechanism, very slow move speed without boots as well.
Well, this is something that he's been playing a lot of, too, right?
Yeah.
You were saying in, like, his pubs.
Yes, Whisper. I mean, even in some of the group stage games, look at who's down here. It's Shadow Fiend. This is a guaranteed at least one kill, if not more.
Then they follow up with the Burrow Strike, and that's a very dead Arcborn. Schofield, though, will get taken out. Did
Yes.
Whisper get any more int off of that?
Yeah.
He's going to be able to get int off of this 444, that's for sure. 1, 2...
Dude, Chris Lug is just, he's not even using man. He used one raise that entire time,
Yep.
and they get 2 kills. There's another one.
And some more int.
Damn.
We got 10 int on a Silencer at 7 minutes, Grant.
And this is a Silencer who got tri-lane,
This is
and
a
he's
talented and
302.
gifted Silencer. Top lane, though, looks like they've used the Doom over here onto the Sven.
Be a kill,
He
nice.
doesn't have any friends to help him out. Maybe he can get the deny up? No. Lelis gets the last hit.
Good rotation there. Arc Warden just died. He is actually losing bottom lane, so he's forced to TP top, but they get something out of the TP. It's not just TP, I'm going to farm. They kill the Sven, a very
true.
big target. It's a nice play by paiN.
Would be nice if HFN was able to get that kill, but
Yeah,
not a big deal. Kill secured. Stinger's getting pincered on right now.
he is. He should die here as well. Maybe not. They actually haven't. They didn't see
What?
him. The ward didn't
Question
see him
mark. Oh,
yet.
and he's going to be able to get the D ward, too?
I think he saw him go in. What? Oh, he doesn't want it to get denied. That's
Oh, and he lets
Yep,
Hector
Hector
get
get
it. What a bro.
That's just a good play, because if he hits it once, right, you just deny it. So even though you lose the ward, you don't gain the gold, but Hector just hits it with the Quelling Blade.
Warcry up. And they're going to back off here. Middle lane. Again, Chris Luck, he's just back at farm, and he's got 52 and 14 CS right now.
He is whooping some ass.
Yeah, he is.
But the runes are being
Double
controlled.
damage.
That's the one good thing about paiN. They have been controlling all the main runes. Maybe not the bounties, but at least the double damage, the invis. We saw Chris Luck get 1 invis, and
What's he doing here?
one rune they got.
They're pincering. All right, they see the Doom TP out. Oh, Crystal Maiden. You better run.
This kind of feels like wasted time from Chris Luck. Like, what does killing this Crystal Main really get for you?
Maybe he was hoping there were some stacks or something, but yeah, he's just, you know, make this rotation.
Gets it. I guess this is
What's
for
happening
top
bottom
tower.
lane? Oh, it looks like the Olacor might be donating to the Whisper College Fund.
Dude, Whisper almost has a full Atos already at 9 minutes in against a tri-lane.
Whisper is... Oh, the double damage, though, coming out here from the Ember Spirit. He's going to go right back in
Nice
against Schofield,
God.
though. He is on just perfect with these jumps here. Whisper trying to hide himself over into the corner. Will manage to get his spells off. He's still going to get dove here by 4DR. This might be his first death if he's not careful.
Should.
And there it is. Finally, someone has slain the Silencer.
Yep, and that's what you died by, right? The Chris Luck just had the invis rune. Now you get the double damage on the other side, and it guarantees you a kill. Runes are that important.
That's
Nice
a
sentry.
big rotation. So that's a double kill for 4DR, and he needed that.
He really did. He actually gained so much experience that. Did he actually catch up SF? He's close. About 3/4 of a level down right now.
Got 10-minute runes coming up soon.
Let's see. It looks like Radiant, they want to take top tower and then go for both top runes, and they might defend bottom as well.
Yeah, you can see already the Whispers TPing in. Schofield's there. They can spot out HFN. Schofield's waiting patiently off here to the side, waiting for Whisper to just pull these creeps off the tower.
They have Doom again, so if they get dove, they will just get that kill. Whisper does need to be careful. Schofield, and at least they'll get both the bounty runes bottom, it looks like, on paiN. Hopefully, Schofield could get a steal.
We got the Midas online here for, almost said HFN, oh my gosh.
Get ready.
Forgot
They don't
that.
expect the gank top because they saw everyone bottom. This is so good by paiN. They might only find
They can see
Stinger.
each other. He's looking back and forth. They'll open up with the Stormhammer. Warcry comes out almost immediately now. Looks like Stinger, he's going to be having to run himself away. They've got the Doom. They do have the heal off, though. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? I don't think so, though. Chris Luck starts wheeling up. There's going to be a slight. He's still alive. Oh, but the Remnant coming out from 4DR. They'll clean up.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Very well done.
Infamous thought that all the heroes were bottom. That's where they're sitting for runes. Instead, they TP middle. They smoke up behind, and that was just a very heads-up play by paiN.
Very well done.
Still.
Look at all the the sentries that they keep dropping because of Schofield down here.
Yeah, this dude's been so annoying. He gets
Yeah.
his level 5 now. And all right, middle tower will get harassed a lot by Chris Luck. Theo could just get, he's just dead.
Yeah,
huh?
he's, oh no, he's alive.
Uh-oh.
He's a survivor. Chris Luck, he has
Haste
that
rate.
region, the haste rather, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, big ulti. Still, Theolacor, he's not dead yet.
Haste it
Oh,
up, though.
Chris Luck. He's just gonna run around in circles. He's going back in though. That slight will connect on him. Finds Lellis over here in the corner. Lellis does not have the Doom
Dude,
up
his haste
just
is
yet.
about to wear off. Is he insane? I think he's
Yeah,
dead.
I
He's
think
actually
I
just
think
dead.
he is insane.
That's a
Yeah,
press. What is he doing?
I don't know. I think that was a bit of a misplay here.
Yep. He really, like, what does getting that kill even mean on the Rubik? It actually means nothing. That's just a bad play. Very not unfortunate because he meant to do it. So can't do that though. Especially when you're one game away from the winner
From the
of
winners,
the finals,
yeah.
or from grand finals. Pardon me. Yeah.
This is the winner's final.
Still a 1K lead. It is 12-2 for paiN, but gold lead going in favor of Infamous. The only tower taken has been top. They've done a good job of protecting bottom tower on Infamous' side. We should see rotations coming down from the Dire to get that tier 1.
Yeah, you can already see these rotations coming out. They just finished up the drums over on the Doom. They have double drums. Double drums. Lacoste's favorite one. This isn't as bad though as a double deso, obviously.
Drums.
But
Yeah, movement speed, all
yeah,
that.
in this case, oh, for DR, they had the TPs come out almost immediately. We'll be able to go throughout the steering chains onto Chris Luck. Finds himself a regen rune. Nice little treat here for him.
Honestly, I just want
Go
to.
back.
I hate to say it, but I just want to see the Shadow Fiend farming. He tried to help out top. He faked out his ulti 10 times and never cast it. At middle, he just fed. Just go back to farming. You were owning, and now you let the Ember catch up. Your aggressive playstyle isn't working. You got to switch it up. And now ADR, he's just playing with him. Arc Warden Rubik top. But looks like Schofield, he just wanted to farm up a little bit. He is about 800 away from his blink. Any other big items on Dire? What are we going? Almost a Maelstrom now on HFN. He will be, once that's there, you pretty much are online. You can start helping your team with your Tempest double.
Who got the Midas online fast, or was it the Sven or HFN?
It was, I believe,
Was it Sven?
I'm not sure. I assume it was Sven. He's had a better game.
Schofield's gonna try to TP himself out, but they steal the Burrow Strike. Theolacor helps HFN collect a kill.
Done. Uh-oh. Dude, 40, I don't know what either mid player is really doing. They're not really getting kills. They're just like kind of being annoying to the other team, which is pretty funny to me. But
Yeah, it feels a little weird.
Chris Luck can just push out middle lane, and then guess what? He'll do the exact same thing on the backside. And honestly, it is a 1K lead for Infamous, but you have the Arc Warden in this game. You're like, well, he's 5-1-3. This dude has been involved in 8 of their 13 kills, and he's just free farming at this point. So you're pretty happy if you're paiN now.
Just feels like, again, it's making space for Hector. You want to see Chris Luck farming more, but he's just, feels like he's kind of just wandering around. He's not 100% sure. Although we do have some movement coming out here into the mid lane. See a couple of these raises, 3 heroes. There's going to be the lift, toss back. Silencer gets off the global, though. They're going to turn back around. They've got the Atos online. Can they find the kill onto Theolacor? You betcha they will. Now they've got a takedown for before they'll find that. That's another +2 int coming out here as 4DR is suddenly left friendless in the middle lane.
Yeah, we talked about the good counters to Crystal Main because she has that armor. I guess if you just double Razor and it does 800 damage,
Whisper, you've got the
pretty
Atos
good.
online, no?
Yeah, the Atos on Whisper. He is owning.
I thought he might throw it out to like get him so he wasn't able to get the rim, but okay, over here there's going to be the heal coming out again. Heard those drums getting popped in. You can already see the pincering coming out. They found themselves Lelsa going with the Stormhammer. The God Strength's online, and they'll just cut themselves down a demon. Can they grab 4DR? I don't know. I think he's a little bit too fast.
Yep. But Whisper
Not
at
the case.
14 minutes in is going to be 15 minute runes coming up, but 20 intelligence already stolen against a tri-lane. This dude has played amazing. He's just, I mean,
He's
his
a smart
Enchantress was
boy.
godlike too, yeah. He's playing really well today.
He read his hooked on phonics.
He read Goosebumps by
Oh,
R.L.
man.
Stein.
What was your favorite Goosebumps
I
book?
didn't actually read that. I read Hardy Boys.
You read Hardy Boys?
I read
Really?
the-
You
I
did
read
not
Hardy
strike
Boys.
me as a Hardy Boys.
Oh yeah, me and my boy Frank and Joe, we go way back.
What about Boxcar Children? You read those too?
We had in the library, and the librarian's like, this is a really good book, and then I saw the Hardy Boys, and like the cover was like one of them was like holding up a baseball bat, and there's an evil like masked man. I'm like, that's awesome.
Nice.
And then
nice.
the boxcar show, I'm like, why are you guys in a boxcar? Just go home and play video games.
I was a
you
fan
know?
of Babysitter's Club.
I had the movie.
Did you really?
My sister downloaded on VHS, and I'd watch it secretly because I liked it. Bought 'em.
I didn't actually ever see it. That's another +2 int going over here.
I also watched a lot of Sister, but that's a different story
Oh,
too.
Tia and Tamara Mori.
Yeah.
Did you have a crush on them? I bet you did.
I did, yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
Absolutely. Hector, this dude, he's got a Midas, Sanjin, Yashi. He's going BKB next. That's probably going to be their timing, I assume. Does he have an Echo Save too? No.
He's working on it. He's getting there. All right, it looks like they're going to try to defend here in the bottom lane. They will indeed push back for DR, getting into position here. Oh, Schofield, right place, right time. Again, the Atos, the silence, as they just go chasing after 4DR. Is he going to stay alive? Yeah, he's going to get healed up before that last final glaive boops him on the nose. Boop.
You see it. If he had another point once he gets like a last word, once you get that maxed out last word, then the Ember starts feeling real bad. That was only level 1, or else even level 2 is a guaranteed kill, so. Nice get
himself an Invisor too, so they could make something happen here, although they've already lost the tower. And Schofield, oh, he's channeling up that epicenter, the Burrow Strike. Oh, Lelis. In comes Hector. He wants to get in on this party. The root will get placed down, and they should be able to get this kill. The body blocks coming out from Schofield? No, I guess not. Never mind. I'm just kidding. He's going to juke himself around here in the trees, blink forward, and I'm a liar.
I love it. It's all the Doom. He had the ice armor, 8 bonus armor, slowed the Sven's attack. He didn't want to commit the ultimate on Sven because, well, he did commit it. Okay, he just didn't do any damage. Interesting.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I like that. I think he should keep this ice armor till about level 18. Then you're assuming you're probably going to get a wolf or something, but this plus 8 armor is insane.
Silencer's working on that BKB. We've got the Invis rune that got popped now from 4DR. He's on the hunt.
So this game is actually going to come down. paiN will win this late game. If you see, it's all 3 cores on Infamous are going second item BKB. If you don't win in like this timing window with that, you are going to be in a lot of trouble because you're going to have 5-second BKBs versus an Arc Warden late game. And they are 4K up, so that timing window probably will be a win for them, but if they start losing the game in the next 10-20 minutes, look for this Arc Warden to carry the game.
Well, they use the smoke. They're hoping to possibly catch them on their way out, as they did just take the bottom tower, and they don't want to show themselves. There's the Spark Wraith over on the ground. Schofield is doing some scouting here, hoping that he can find something, but again, they're on the high ground. It makes things a little bit more difficult as they do spot out Hector here in that top lane. They're looking to gank him. Yeah, the jump forward, the Doom. The drums get popped, and this is looking like a very dead Sven.
Nice rotation.
What's going on? Looks like they want to go after HFN here.
That's
okay, Schofield, he finds him, opens up with the Burrow Strike, Sandstorm, couple raises, and Chris Lux gets a kill on HFN.
And that happened last game too. We're like, oh man, this was a great pickoff we just got on this Sven, and then they go and lose their carry instead, so it turns from a good pickoff to, well, we just kind of traded kills.
Yeah. These supports are so poor. Look at this poor Crystal Maiden. She got regular brown booties. She's got a wand though. It's not just a stick.
She's rich.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And then the silent. This is the X factor. He's gonna have his BKB shortly. He does already have 24. He's got global silence up. We'll see if they want to make a move.
He's a smart boy.
So how does paiN get back? I think Ember needs to get his Maelstrom. Once he gets Maelstrom with the Arc Warden, you just look. Every time Arc Warden's ulti's up, you're just gonna look for a kill with the Tempest double plus the Ember Spirit. They can pretty much kill anyone by themselves.
I think they just have to be very aware, too, of Schofield. Schofield has been so on point with all these Burrow Strikes. These initiations have been beautiful. And they,
good old time. Oh, he's going
channeling
again.
up the epicenter. He's thinking about it. There's a jump forward. He's not going to find it, though. Oh, it's a zoning ulti. The steal comes out from Theolacor as he gets the Sandstorm Whisper. Should be able to just TP out, no problem. And it looks like they're going to have to be satisfied here with Schofield because he's not going to be able to run away fast enough.
He goes down. They bait out the epicenter, but Chris Lux pushing middle. It's still a good pickoff from paiN because they get the kill. They don't really lose anything, and now they want to rotate and get something else, but everyone else is gone from Infamous.
Chris Lux finds himself a stack over here, though.
Well, thank you, everyone,
Thank
for
you.
stacking this for me, enemy team. I wonder what he goes next. I don't know how much. Is he going to go physical damage build, or is he going to go magic?
I think if I remember correctly, he usually goes for. He used to go for Axe, if I remember.
He does have he did take a spell amp at level 10. I think everyone takes that no matter what, because Raze is just always good early game. So I'm curious, he hasn't queued anything up. We'll know next item, though.
Check in on our boy HFN. Full Mjolnir, boots of travel. Just has to be careful, though, because every time it seems like he shows in lane, they just hunt him down.
And I do say this is looking better and better for paiN. It's just they're buying so much time for this Arc Warden. The best thing is Doom, the ability itself never falls off. Even if the hero himself does, the one ability will never fall off and it'll always be good. I think this Arc Warden, he's going to start coming online, and Infamous, they got to start taking towers, or Roche. They need to do something, I think. Because if I'm paiN, you're like, yeah, we're down a couple thousand, but who cares? Our Arc Warden is actually just getting free farm right now.
So how do you create a commotion without feeding a bunch of kills? That's my question, though.
A good question. I think you got to get one. Schofield has to find one pick off, then you go straight into Roche. That's pretty much it.
They just got a BKB picked up now for Hector too. They're feeling really, really strong. I don't think you can
It's tough.
fight into this. I don't know.
They are smoking up top. I like this. 4 smoked behind
This
1,
is-
but the Arc Warden, he has his boots of travel, so we'll see.
Almost have a full BKB online for Silencer too.
That's their timing. They're close. They want to get this tier 1 top. I can't believe how much HP it's just been alive this entire time.
Yeah. They've been playing very defensively on the side of paiN because, like you said, they definitely want to go into the late game. They don't want to try to fight them because they're incredibly strong at this moment. So
And neither team sees anyone right now. No one has a ward on anyone. You obviously did see Blue was pushing bottom, and now Hector's there. So, yeah, Dire pings out immediately. They're like, okay, all 5 are bottom. Let's go get top tower.
do you really want to allow them to take this? Okay, Tempest Double comes down here. Oh, mid lane, though. Like Schofield, just playing around with Lelis a little bit.
He's going Lincolns on the Shadow Fiend. I like it. Versus Doom. It's never bad.
Yeah.
Also, there's eventually going to be a sheep stick on the Arc Warden, so it should be a good Lincoln's game all around.
Like the Stinger placing some really deep wards to be able to keep vision. Their vision game has been so on point, too.
Yeah, it has.
Hats off to Stinger for that.
There
They
you
look real good with that.
They're going for the tier 2 tower. 40R, he's looking around. He's like, maybe someone's here going to try to defend the tier 2, but no, they're all pretty much bottom lane with Schofield
Are they just
sitting
going
around.
to trade
middle.
it? I don't think they can trade fast enough. They got to go home. They got to defend their towers.
Yes, this is 3 BKBs.
Yeah, look at that drums get
Silencer
popped.
having
They
it.
go right, and that jump coming out from Schofield, and that's going to be the Silencer ulti. They still have vision over
No
here on
detection?
this Arc Warden, but they don't really have the catches. They have to go right back in. They're going to TP BKB out. The dupe comes out, though.
Damn,
This
cancels
is
it.
not looking super great here now. They might have gone a little bit too deep. Schofield will get taken down. They've got the God Strength, but it looks like they just want to get out. They don't want to be here any longer. They will be able to take down Chris Luck. He just blinked in a little bit too far. And now they'll turn their attention to Whisper. He's trying to man fight his way out, but there's too much damage coming out from this Arc Warden. HFN gets a double kill.
That's bad. What? Okay.
Yes, that is.
I mean, that's
that is an
that's your
understatement, I
that's your
think.
3 BKBs all being online at the
Why
same
did you
time.
dump that far, Grant?
I don't know.
Tell me.
Because your name's Chris Luck and you're a very aggressive player. Like you're gonna live by the aggression, you're gonna die by the aggression, and unfortunately, I believe the tides are gonna start shifting now. Arc Warden is officially online. He has a Shadow Blade. He can start solo killing pretty much any support in the game he wants.
I think if they got the kill on HFN during that goes a lot differently. But
Yeah.
they just didn't have enough damage to take him down. They had Dust. They were smart. They knew that he had a Shadow Blade. But
I think Schofield, it was a good catch, but the problem was your teams don't have Link. Like, you're the only one who can get there that quickly. They commit the global extremely early, so everyone just waits, and guess what? Doom comes out to cancel the TP on Shadow Fiend, and it was just too easy. I think paiN is going to start turning. They already have. They almost have the gold lead now.
here's stun over in that mid lane. It's just the Tempest double, though. It does timeout. They're looking at the Roche pit. They see Hector. They ping it. Casual Spark Rift gets thrown on in. Or Cry will get used.
Obviously, I would still say Infamous is stronger right now. One more team fight would definitely be the decisive one. If paiN Gaming can take one more, I think it's all but
the tides
curtains.
turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Because there is the Sheep Stick next on Arc Warden. Once he has that, he can start solo killing cores, not just supports too.
Still a ways off of that Lincoln Sphere here for Chris Luck.
He would have loved if he had it that, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, right? He just way too deep here. They do smoke up though, Lily and Chris. PO and just hand up. They'll be able to go stun up the Crystal Maiden. That should be some more incoming out here. Lelis, there's a global silence. Lelis, he pops his own BKB. The Oracle trying to stay alive is going to try to just keep Hector alive and kicking during all of this, but there's going to be the jump forward coming out from 4DR with these remnants. We lose Stinger on the back lines. There's so much damage being thrown. It will actually just make him pop. And now it looks like Schofield, maybe just a little bit too aggressive with that jump, my friend. That's going to be double kills going over to HFN and 4DR.
Well, there you go. It is officially
tides have
paiN's
turned.
game. Yeah, this
1K lead now?
This Arc Warden's going to be too much. Arc Warden's pretty damn good versus Sven, especially when it's a second item BKB, because already it is down to, he didn't even use his BKB that fight. It's still only at 9 seconds, but this Arc Warden's just going to win him the game now. You bought him enough time. You did tri-lane bottom. You actually kind of lost the tri-lane, but at least Arc Warden was farming, and now there's not much you can do versus him.
You can see Chris Luck. He's just standing there on his high ground. Has completed the Lincolns at least, but can't go out there and deal with it, or else he's just going to get exploded. Although he's thinking about it. Goes forward, clears out the creep wave. Just try to get the deny. There it
And he
is.
does.
Thank God.
Yep, has his Lincolns now. So next fight, if there's a Doom, at least with his BKB popped, I don't think there's anything else that can proc. Wait, does Rubik's ulti go through BKB, Lacoste? Like when you steal something, it doesn't, right? Or do you know? Does Rubik's ulti go through BKB like when you cast it to steal? Or no? I thought it used to. It does, okay. So they could still get the Doom on BKB. Sorry, I was asking Lacoste. He's a very smart guy. You know, he's like a grant and a half.
All right, this seems a little ambitious. They decided that they want to go for Roche, but
Let's do it.
they have vision. They know they're in that pit. Although it is a little bit scary, right? You do have Schofield to go. They'll pop the drums. They find 4DR over here. Rather, 4DR finds him. Should be able to get this, though. They're going pretty fast. Sheepstick does get finished, though, on the Arc Warden. So that Lincoln's about to do some heavy lifting.
Thank you very much. They give it to Sven. He's going to have Assault, Kyros, and about, what, 600 gold?
Do you like this on the Sven, though? Because once he pops that Godstray,
It's... But who
not
else
the
are you going to give it
best.
to?
maybe
Like
a
Shadow
Fiend?
Fiend?
Just let him siege?
Yeah, I guess. Because he went to Lincoln's BKB, doesn't really do
True.
that much damage. Sven actually does more, and I guess it gives you the Assault, Kyros still, and when he comes back alive. They don't have the best holders of the Aegis.
Sounds like another game mode. Holders of the Aegis.
And then you just... That sounds like a King of the Hill game. You could definitely do.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, here we go. Top lane.
All right, here it is. There's going to be the Hex
Doom it.
immediately getting thrown out over onto Schofield.
Nice.
And they'll throw out a Hex over on the back end, and that should be the Aegis getting popped. Chris Lucky has that BKB. He starts to wind up. He's looking for it. There's the Global Silence. He just can't find that right angle, and just doesn't manage to hit much of anything. With that ultimate, the rest of the side now of Infamous having to move themselves back. Lellis jumps forward and gets the Doom off over here onto the Sven. Again, though, they have a safe Stinger, trying to heal him up as much as he can, and Lellis, he just goes too far in. He is actually going to get taken down. They'll turn their attention now to 444 as he'll get taken down. Schofield buys back. He wants to be a part of this. We've got the double damage over on 40R, but he is just trying to hightail it out. But they find him with a Burrow Strike. Are they going to go for that epicenter? No, he's going to try to get himself over to that fountain. It is up and running, but he has had enough. He is getting the heck out of Dodge now.
That was well played by a couple of people. The Silencer waited. He didn't just use Global. They didn't use Doom on the Aegis target, and then he waited until the Doom used BKB to silence.
That is
nice.
a dead Tempest double.
And that's a dead tier 2 as well, I believe.
I like how Rubik's like, please God, don't look over here, please.
Maybe wants to cut the next creep wave. We'll see. Or just TV back home. They're pinging the base. Dyer's pinging the base at least. We'll see if Radiant agrees and they're going to push forward, and it looks like they might. Oh no, Schofield, not again. Be a little bit calmer here. Pop the Sandstorm, maybe
right.
behind.
There's the God Strength before it's going to get used.
You got to be careful on Chrysalis. You don't have an Aegis.
You do not have an Aegis. They'll drop him back. The Hex comes out. They don't have anything to keep him alive. Oh, but they do. And on the top, you see that Crystal Maiden, you're the dance for people, will be able to take down Schofield. Chris Luck, BKB, TP out. Same thing goes for the Sven. He's so close. His butthole's got to be puckered after that one.
Sancer looks like he will just run away. Yeah. Okay,
See you
well,
later,
not the worst fight, but Dyer still does get that kill. Aggressive again. Infamous, they kind of do have to be aggressive now because it does feel like they're falling further and further behind. The sheep stick on HFN. Wonder what he's going to go next. I assume some sort of damage item.
That's probably the case, you know. It's got to replace that Wraith Band. It's pretty nice, but you know. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. Looks like they're going to smoke up, though, over here. They're grouped together.
And this feels bad if you're Sven. He has to go a Lincoln's too, just because he just keeps getting doomed through BKB.
Hey, use that Midas there, friend.
Yeah, he needs to. But it's okay. Calm down, Grant. Oh, the smoke. There's no creeps anywhere. Hector.
Oh, no. Don't block the camp. All right, there we go.
It's going to be bounty runes. Looks like it will be 3 for 1 on the side of paiN Gaming. Continue with that gold lead.
This is a dust to Crystal Maiden. It's like, all right, maybe I can get another bracer. Stay alive a little bit longer.
Wouldn't feel too bad. Well, we almost have a Glimmer Cape on the Oracle now. Oracle is doing a good job always just saving the person who's doomed. The Doom target has lived for the most part, but It doesn't feel great because you're using your ulti, and then the hero can't really do anything even while he's ultied by Oracle because the Doom's on him.
Do you see how fast, though, that, like, the Doom gets used, Stinger throws out that false promise, and then immediately Lelis just turns and is like,
Yeah.
you, and points at him, chases
See
him
ya.
down, and just is like, no more healing, no. I think it's pretty funny. Oh, all right. They'll go and try to jump over here onto HFN's double, Tempest double, rather. Not going to be able to finish him off, though. He will expire, though.
Now you see Infamous. They're just kind of 5-man on their side. Looks like they might want to smoke up right here. Let's see.
Got Godsmith, got BKBs. Could get a nice pick off.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Quick pause from HFN here. His hands are probably sweaty. I know when I play micro heroes like that. I mean, my hands are sweating right now just watching him play it, but sometimes you got to hit that wipe.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
just-
keep wipes next to your desk?
No, I always have to get up and go get paper towels from the kitchen.
Well, I'm impressed because most guys just like wipe their hands on their pants.
Oh. Sometimes I have like a shirt that I'm lazy, like that's just sitting on the ground and it's already dirty. I'll wipe it on that.
All right, yeah. Well, it's already dirty, I guess.
Exactly.
So
I'm gonna wash it tomorrow or the next day or something.
someday.
One day,
One
eventually.
day. He's
exactly.
actually wearing that shirt right
Yeah, I'm
now.
wearing the shirt right now. Sorry, everyone. And I just ate wings.
Yeah, it's gross. It's real gross.
Full Shiva's now pretty much up on the Doom. He could go by it once he goes to the secret shop. And yeah, paiN Gaming is looking pretty poised. They need to last one more team fight and make sure your base doesn't die. Just don't get picked off. Just play as 5, because Arc Warden's Tempest double can go split push somewhere else while you play as 5.
They are split up over on the side of Infamous right now. I'm not sure if that's the best option for them.
Full sheep stick on Shadow Fiend now, okay? He has the Shadow Raise damage. He will go the cooldown reduction as well. That caster build, like you said. And
Battle of the Sheepsticks.
the only problem is the Arc Warden gets 2 sheep sticks compared to your Shadow Fiend's 1.
This is true. That's more buttons you have to push, though.
It is.
You know, better be pushing them buttons real good.
Do you play micro heroes at all, Moxie?
I play a couple.
What do you play?
I can play some Enchantress. I've played some Meepo. You know.
How's your Meepo?
It's
Rough. Mine's rough, I'll tell you that much.
It's all right. It's not great, definitely. I mean, you know, I can't let down my fellow Koreans. You know, I am Korean.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be really good at stuff like that.
I can't. I used to be okay
StarCraft.
at Chen. That's too much. You know, when
I-
you're a 20-year-old, those fingers are moving. When you're a 29-year-old, those fingers ain't moving. You're just hitting tab and hoping something happens.
Man, I had the worst experience the first time I played Chen. I've never played him since.
Why?
Because, yeah, I was fairly new to the game, and so I picked up Chen just to be like, you know, what's this about? And I was playing him in a pub, which I guess is my fault. I should have probably played him in a lobby first. But was playing him, and my teammates, who were not the smartest teammates, were like, Chen, why aren't you using your heal? Why aren't you spamming your heal? And at that time, well, as always, Hand to God was your ultimate. Like, I'm
Yeah.
level 4. I don't have that, friends. But they didn't understand that, and so they just started being awful to me. And this is before I learned that there's a mute function.
Yeah.
So I had to spend the entire game just getting screamed at.
Wait, what version of Chen was this?
This was like years ago.
Okay.
Years ago. It was just really, really awful. I couldn't say anything because, you know, if I tried to open like voice chat, they'd be like, oh, girl, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. So it was just a miserable experience. So I actually have not played Chen since.
Very good. Chen's a tough hero in pubs anyways. Oh, there's a full Lincoln's on Sven. That's going to be good. Now can block that Doom. Obviously, Rubik pierces the spell immunity, as we already talked about, with that ulti, so it is a pretty easy pop on that, and you can still get the Doom, but it does require a little bit more teamwork from the Rubik. He has Aether Lens Yules, though, so
You
he's
can
ready.
surprise them too, you know, that makes a big difference, but I'm sure they're very aware. Like how Crystal Maiden, 3 bracers with a little bit of frost armor from the ogre.
Ooh, and an Arcane rune for ADR. He is
He's gonna
happy
love
about that one.
Yes. He's out of drum charges now. We have 3 jump charges left on Lelis. Oh, they're
Slug.
creeping.
He's
They're
got the sheep.
creeping.
Anyone who even gets close to that hill, you are getting instantly sheeped, and you're probably dead, but no one's going over there, so they're good.
They're waiting. They're hoping. Whisper.
It almost feels like, I didn't notice, but maybe Radiant smoked under a ward, because Dire's literally playing at like 4 different hills, so they know something's
Yeah,
up
they
at
ping
least.
out. They see him. Be the sandstorm. Very patient. Don't go up onto what we call Mount Doom over here.
Okay, get
No
ready.
vision. All right, HFN, open up. Oh, they
There's
popped
the
the Lincolns,
Doom.
but it doesn't matter. They still managed to get the Doom off. The Silence will get used as well. BKB coming out from the Ember. The Spike's going to get split up now as Whisper turns his attention over here. But HFN, are they going to be able to find this Oracle? He's still alive. He's still
Glimmer.
healing up. He's got that Glimmer Cape, and they'll try to go around the side now. He'll actually use his ultimate on himself, as the rest of his team has already just said, we are not going to be a part of this. Stinger, is he going to be able to TP out with that Glimmer Cape? It's not looking like he's going to live much longer. And we have the 2 cores over here on the side. They tried to dip out here. They've got a TP. What are they doing? Why are they hiding? What's going on? They just want to cut the wave?
Well, they had vision over here of all the heroes, and they saw Rubik was running over there alone, so they thought they could just sheep him and kill him.
But that is a fight that has not taken any objectives off of, which is not the best.
True,
It
but
is
you're the Arc
still
Warden team,
BKBs.
so you literally don't care if this game goes to 3,000 minutes even. You're just whatever.
3,000 minutes.
Oh, Roche does just respawn now as well, so Cheese, Aegis, both bounty runes top. I'm surprised no one's playing top yet. Whisper?
Whisper, what you thinking there, boo-boo?
I guess the other team doesn't know where the other heroes are.
That's true, although they are
Bottom.
just about to find Lelis. They've got the BKBs up. They're going to jump forward again. They should be able to just slice HFN in half. That is not what you want to see as they chase down Lelis too.
What are you guys doing there? They
Chris
both have buybacks, but they're actually gonna have to use them if they don't want to lose this Rex. They're lucky he did pop God Strength. God Strength's gonna wear off in
That's
about 3 or 4 hits on that tower, even if they do it once. Chris Luck's like, I'll hit it, whatever.
I'm sure that's exactly what he
Oh,
said.
yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
that's going to be a double.
It's gold.
Tempest double, that's going to get taken down. They've got the little bubble over here on the tower. They've got the Sandstorm too. The Hex gets used over onto Chris Luck. He does not have, oh, he does have the BKB up and running if he chooses to use it. They do not have it on the Sven though at this time. So he's going to try to focus down the tower. Bubble comes up. He's got to get in the fishbowl here. Lincoln's will get popped by the Crystal Main, but they have the save. And there's going to be BKB coming up for 4DR. He's trying to find a kill over here on the back line. They need one more hit on the tower. Cardi gonna be the hero that they need. And Sven, is he going to stay alive long enough? No, he's going to get taken down. They'll turn again, though. They have their eyes over here onto the Crystal Main. They've got the silence. Oh, boy, but they will be able to lose the silencer, and they're going to lose Chris Luck, too. So that ends up getting themselves a tower, but it's lost 4 people on the side of Infamous.
Yep, Schofield forced to buy
Forced
back.
to buy back to
And
defend.
I like it. He does it early so he can go defend top before they push in middle, but guess what? That's going to be Roshan unless they commit all 3
What you
buybacks.
thinking, Stinger? Hoping to get a pick off, maybe? I don't know.
That was weird.
Okay.
Just goes
Oh,
down and out.
HFN
This is
just-
Aegis. Yeah, this is going to be free. This is looking really good for payN now, because even if you 4-man buyback, right, Shadow Fiend doesn't want to go immediately into a fight. He won't
No,
have his
not those
souls ready.
souls.
There you go. Arc Warden coming online with that butterfly. We saw like 6 evaded hits when he was at 100 HP.
All right.
The Spark Wraith damage is online, everyone's favorite. Both bounty runes finally get picked up top of the 38-minute mark. And almost a
Alright.
refresher.
Time to, maybe, what do you think? Force some buybacks, or you just let the tower go?
There's one. There you go.
Alright. That answers my question. Thank you.
Just one. So each team
He doesn't have
committed-
souls, though. Like, what is it?
It's just to scare him off. Someone has to do it, and obviously if Shadow Fiend kind of already has his items, he would like another item instead of the wand,
That's
but
true.
you'd rather him buy back than the Sven.
All right, so they still have that Aegis online. It's on the Arc Warden. I believe he still has Cheese. Double damage and will get bottled and saved for later on the Ember Spirit.
I know Dakota and Lacoste talked about it, but it is going to be another refresher orb coming up in that silencer, so that double silence soon.
He's been really good about when he triggers those.
Yeah, you have to wait for the Doom to pop BKB first, or else he's just going to block it out and just run at you.
Yeah.
And he's done a good job of that, like
Yeah,
you
he's a
said.
big boy.
Well, Shadow Fiend does have the cooldown reduction now, so 42-second cooldown on the BKB, 13 seconds on the Scythe. Pretty nice.
All right, so what's the play here if you're Infamous? Do you try to smoke up, make something happen, or?
The play is, you know you can't take it direct 5-on-5, and you're
Oh.
probably going to be stuck in your base, but you don't want to give up because you know it's not that bad of a deficit, but you're playing against an Arc Warden, and you've pretty much lost this game, but you don't want to admit it. So what do?
Harsh.
I think you smoke up as 5, and you got to kill HFN again. They've killed him a few times with smoke gangs, which has been nice. It just really is tough.
a
Like this
buyback
Arc
stance,
Warden,
definitely.
he'll just sit back forever, and he's cool
If
doing
they
this.
can take out HFN again, he doesn't have buyback.
Yes,
That could be the door opening.
that's
point.
really it. That is the opening. If they actually kill him, the game might just be over as long as one wave's pushed in. But look at the Dire. The middle lane is going to start pushing their favor. Top lane's in their favor, and Teal's not there yet. This is going to be a 4-on-5 fight without Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, there's a double damage. Getting caught by 40R. They'll open up with a nice Storm Hammer over here on the side. I don't know. I think you see a double damage on 40R and you just leave.
Get the
Say,
hell
all
out
right,
of there.
let's not take this right now. Let's keep the cards. You know, they're already stacked against them, but let's not give them any more further advantages.
And he has a full Aghanims flying out. Well, he needs to fly the point booster, but he will. And that's going to be tough. Ember Spirit just becomes 100 times harder to kill, and he actually buys a tome for himself. He really wants to get that 20 Remnant charge
Yeah.
restore time.
That's probably one of the best talents there.
Yeah, has to be. Oracle, what do you do? Okay, you got the speed gain, you got the gold per minute, you got a glimmer. What are you going? He's just buying wards now. He's like, I got you. Schofield, this is the one problem. I feel like a 4-position Sand King should have more in this raid. He had the blink at, what, 18 minutes? And it's now 40 minutes in, and he has a blink. Still no items. That's rough. I know it's hard to farm, but you got to find farm as a 4-position, because look at on the other side. Rubik has a Aether Lens blink Ewells. He is completely out farming. A 4-step as well and 2 creeps. So I think, honestly, the big change here is the 4 positions. This Rubik is doing a lot more plays than Schofield in the late game, who's currently 1-14. I didn't realize he had died that many times. I know he died a lot, but not that many.
Well, he is the main initiator, too. You
Yeah.
gotta keep in mind.
But still, 14 deaths in 40
Yeah.
minutes. That is a lot of gold fed away.
That is.
There's a refresher up on Silencer now. All
Going
right.
in. All right, we've got the Invis over here
That's
on
the real
Sven.
one, too. Ooh.
Well, I guess they're going to change their mind. They want to play it safe.
They know Arc Warden's just split pushing out bottom. What are you going to do? They can't do much against Tempest doubles. Siege creeps are there, so they have to defend. Because it's a siege creep wave, someone has to commit to bottom. They can't take that fight. Yep, here it is. This is it. Anytime you see an Arc Warden game, if it gets to this point, the Arc Warden team, they have no pressure on him. So it will be a slow game because they don't want to make any mistakes, and they don't have to. HFN still just using his Midas.
How much longer do we have in this Aegis?
Still a decent amount. I'd say 2 to 3 minutes. Eats a Moon Shard, actually. Eats a Moon Shard before even getting a 6th item.
He just wants to dish out that damage.
Why not? He knows he'll be able to farm up another item by the time Aegis is gone, so. Wonder what he wants to go. Maybe another Butterfly, maybe a Bloodthorn.
It's possible.
Alright, let's see. Hector, he's looking. They do need to take a fight. Look at that Spark Wraith right up that hill. You walk up there, you're dead. That
Yeah.
is the 350 plus damage.
And you just bait your Crystal Maiden in the middle of it. Like, yeah, come get her.
God, what a hell. Look at that. You literally
That's
can't
the
walk up
Aegis.
any of these hills. And it was only about a minute left. My bad. And for now, Ember, they're just going to sit back. Honestly, Dire has no rush in this game, and there's no reason for them to. Satanic picked up now in the Shadow Fiend. So he should be a little more survivable.
This next fight's going to be pretty intense.
Yeah, the only problem now is, do we have HFN buyback in 1 minute? I think that's when paiN's going to start taking stuff, because you actually don't mind if your Arc Warden dies. If he has buyback, he can immediately get back into a fight.
Adriano
Don't
hiding
wait
over
for that.
here. They should be able to find the Doom. He's up there on the high ground. Lellis spots them out. And the double damage on the Sven is pretty spooky stuff. They're just going to take the tier 2. Crystal Maiden's getting ready. They'll throw out the bubble. 40R sits on the back end, finds Whisper. They root him into place. There's a jump forward, though. BKB's going to come out. They have that Silencer ulti. Like we said, that's only the first one. Feels like Hector isn't sure where he wants to go. He's running around in circles. He's not actually hitting anything right now. He's getting kited left and right. There's luck. They find their attention that they see HFN. Can they manage to take him down? That is, of course, never mind. The Tempest double, but there's going to be the God's Strength. BKB comes out.
Another
Second
global.
Silence comes out. Lellis just getting chipped down. He's going to fall in the back lines here. Will immediately buy back again. It's going to be the Yule's getting used over onto Schofield. The Remnant coming through over onto 40R as he tries to deal damage over onto Chris Luck. Chris Luck, though, he's already popped that Satanic, and they've got that little piggy. They'll take down HFN. He doesn't have buyback right now, and that's a big freezing field, though, coming out from the Crystal Maiden, helping to clean up. 40R is so very, very low. Schofield, he wanted that kill. He's not going to be able to get it.
Yep, that's what we talked about. The Arc Warden doesn't mind dying. He should have had the buyback. He didn't have gold, but it came back up. But guess what? They just
It's a
win a
team wipe,
fight.
baby.
That was a double silencer ulti, and it was a very good second one. That second silence was perfect. The problem is they're just kind of behind. Arc Warden is super farmed, and there's 2 of him. And then the Doom completely takes another hero out. Guess what? He has a refresh orb. He has another one up now. I believe this might be 2 sets of racks.
Well, they do have the buyback on the stun. They've got buyback on silencer, and the Oracle's about to be up. So
You're not too scared. You know the Shadow Fiend still doesn't have his buyback. Same with Sand King.
he's got his Silver's Edge though. They try to get the jump over here onto the Doom. Again, Oracle is alive. We'll be able to help
There's
keep
the
him
Doom.
alive. There's going to be Doom coming out again. So they're going to have to run him back. They've got the Glimmer Cape. They've got the False Promise. It's all right. There's going to be the buyback coming out from Schofield, and it looks like the rest of paiN, they're just going to get the hell out.
Uh-oh, they find one at least.
Oh, but they do manage to find the Crystal Maiden.
That's good.
So they'll take her out.
They needed that, because that team fight, that just killed it for him. And they know HFN, they know the timer on his buybacks there. He doesn't need to go farm some gold, and he's getting that 6th item, and he really didn't have a buyback because he got a Force Staff. Okay. It didn't, I mean, they couldn't get punished for it, so it works out.
Yeah.
That was a dieback as well in the Crystal Maiden. They're just going to run straight back at middle. Chris Luck will be alive in 40, but still pretty far away.
No, I think we can just at least take down that. Oh, 40R needs to be careful here, though.
Yeah, don't get too cocky here.
Yeah, don't show yourself there, buddy. Oh, they healed up the Cardi. Cardi lives matter.
Let's see. Double damage bottom. Surprise no one. No one has vision of that right now. The ward actually doesn't see it, I don't believe.
But we know, right,
Yep,
Grant?
we do.
We
There's
know.
And it's 2 runes now since we are past that time. Haste and double damage. And eventually the Arc Warden will get like a 7th or 8th item, Aghanims. And you're just going to start abusing runes.
And it's also the 3rd Roche. This is going to be Refresher Orb, I believe. Yes,
Okay,
Nick?
yes. Refresher
All
shot.
right. Refresher charge.
No, 4v5 fight. They know Crystal Maiden doesn't have buyback.
No, she doesn't.
Again, all the Aghanim. I love the Aghanim sinking. Not because I just like the extra range. The range is actually insane. And the fact that it adds caustic, not bad.
He's already been so good with all of these Burrow strikes that he's done. It's been insane.
Yeah, if you look at the range on it, it barely fits in the screen now because it's so long.
It's wild.
I love doing that in the pub. You just get Aether Lens Aghanims. You're literally stunning off the map. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's a losing game build, but it's fun. That's a lot of fun builds are game losing though. So what are you gonna do?
Do you remember Divine Courage?
No, what's that?
So basically, it's like a website where you type in it assigns you a hero and it assigns you
A build.
random items that you have to build.
And is it you? I mean,
But it's totally random every single time. So sometimes you just challenge.
what do
your
you get
friends.
for it, or is it just like to do for fun?
It's just for fun.
Okay.
It's just to make things a little bit different. You know.
Chris Luck was trying to kill that Arc Warden him his double, but he'll get sheep and just run away. See ya.
Bye bye.
He'll clear out the guy. That's so annoying, man. He's gonna clear out the full creep wave just like that.
Boop.
Now, bottom, you look at Hector's there. There's just no creeps bottom lane. Literally nothing for either team. They're pinging, but what are you gonna do? You need to push out a lane. All lanes are pushed in Dire's favor right now.
What if there was like a who was that the hero?
LL Cool J.
Yes, LL Cool J.
I thought you were gonna say who's the rapper.
DJ Jazzy Jeff.
All right, what was the question?
I was saying, so remember that when they released the artwork for Artifact, there was, what is it, Sorla Khan?
Yeah. The latter one, yeah.
Yeah, what are like the head leader like creep ladies? What if they put her into the game and one of her abilities was able to create like a unit that could be considered a creep wave if you go into like a base or something? Thoughts?
That'd be insanely broken.
Okay.
Then you could just, so backdooring would just be not a thing. That'd be pretty broken. It would fundamentally damage the game back to 2005 because there used to be no backdoor protection, and Clinxes with Divine Rapers used to end games all the time back then. Dude, that was one of the biggest changes in Dota at the time. I remember that when they said you could no longer backdoor, there was very big complaints against it. Like, what do you mean? It's part of the game. You should be able to defend. If you can't, you're a noob. And now, think if you took away backdoor protection, you would have so many complaints. Pretty much what I'm saying is people complain about anything.
You can go through backdoor though as well.
Yeah.
Because that's used to do that with like Tiny IO. Like you hit one side of the racks and then everyone would come running towards you, and then you'd immediately just teleport to the other side, put damage down.
But that's still assuming creeps are in the base, or they were in the base at one point.
Was it? I don't remember.
What do
Maybe
you
I just had a real stacked time.
Dude, there is 3 silences on the silencer now, almost a sheep stick as well. I think you wait. If you're blue, that means you get 3 sheeps and 3 silences with refresher, shard, and orb.
That's
I think you
wild.
actually
You
wait.
gotta hit every single button perfectly.
This game, it's getting some. What is the level? 25 talent on Whisper, plus 2 second global, or 20 glaives of wisdom.
What would you pick? Got some pretty
Honestly,
good
most people would take the global, but I don't think they have many damage problems. I think you definitely take the global.
But they have BKBs too.
They do, but you have a refresher, so you use
That's
1
true.
global, they pop BKB, you pop another global, and there's 2 more seconds. Honestly, Infamous is doing a really good job. They are the full pressure on the base. Obviously, they can't honestly get into the base, but they're keeping up the pressure right now, and Sven is pretty much 6 slotted, going for an Ags next. He's going to eat that, though.
Delicious. I don't know, they're really kind of starting to starve them out a little bit. Do you need to take something like a smoke and try to get out of your base first, do you think?
You're
or-
Arc Ward. You
Yeah,
don't care.
okay,
You're
alright,
fine
alright.
sitting here. It's just like a Medusa. Like, if they're not pushing, you're fine sitting here.
There's the axe he talked about that Chris Luck likes.
Because the biggest thing is both teams, right? This game is going to go late game because both teams are in it. But, like, if you're the Arc Ward defending your base, you know you're annoying them. And you're having a fun time doing it. So
Are you?
you're mentally, you're mentally abusing the other team. 100%. Every Arc Ward enjoys abusing the other team.
Okay.
It's a mental thing. Ooh, bottom, Hex. Won't be a kill, but a ton of damage. You see just that Tempest double even.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to care too much about it. They are going to lose that creep right though.
Now Sheepstick is available on Silencer, but I think he wants to save the buyback.
That tanky this boy is.
Will they get it?
Still,
Nope.
they're still going. Yeah, they couldn't finish it off in time.
Huh, I'm surprised. I think you need to get a Bloodthorn or honestly, an MKB on the Sven. You're going to eat that. I guess you just eat the Axe, and then you get another item once your Aegis is away, and I think it has to be Bloodthorn or MKB just to pierce through this Arc Warden.
I like the Bloodthorn idea. I mean, you can have a couple people carry the Bloodthorn too. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Sven.
The Sven actually takes the Stormhammer duration, too, over the God Strength.
Aegis will get reclaimed.
Okay, here we go. The Ags. Bring it to me, chicken. He has the full thing already as well. So he will just eat it immediately.
One mighty chomp.
No.
There it is.
Now God Strength grants bonus damage to
Ooh.
allies. Pretty good. I mean, you don't really have the hardest hitters, but Silencer with that, he's going to love it. Shadow Fiend, I mean, sure, just take it. Just free damage for your team.
Got an arcane rune online. Who picked that up? Was that?
Hector.
It was Hector. Okay, because he looked at it for a minute like he wasn't gonna take it. They're looking to fight then, yeah?
I believe so.
Arcane rune, got God strength. You've got the Ags.
There is still no buyback. Schofield 40 saying Sven 20. They're just going to weigh that out. And even then, I think we're gonna have a stalemate for a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, go grab a monster, grab a little bit of food. It will be a long one, but you know what? Long games are the epicest because that's just how it is. That's how life is. Don't get mad at me,
I
Dan.
feel like you could come up with a better explanation of how long games are the epicest, which I don't think is a word,
At all.
but oh, the Hex comes out. Schofield will get saved up. He's gonna try to just stay alive a little bit longer, but not gonna be able to. Yeah, CrossFit.
That's
There's just
their
too
gem.
much damage.
He's going to try to
He
lose.
pops.
Where did he lose the gem at?
Up here.
Okay. I was like, he's stunned. I thought he got the stun off, but now I don't think they'll see it because
They
he's
don't.
stunned. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
very well done from Schofield.
That's the way they will.
There's
keep
the
you.
MKB we were talking about, though. It's going to be placed on the silencer.
Okay, I think you do go for the Glaives of Wisdom damage then. If you're fully committed to this damage build on Silencer, you definitely take the 20% because it is pure damage.
Yeah.
Pure damage goes through BKB. You have an MKB. You are going to shred. If he gets one more damage on him, he's going Hurricane Pike. All right. I like it.
Double Doom for Lelis now. I think he's had that, though, for a bit, yeah?
Yeah, he has. He had it last fight.
Last one.
And, yep, still Silencer, triple globals. Yeah, let's wait for another Oath. Let's go 4, baby.
Now, what is it? Is it Agsynth or Refresher now?
Yeah, I
Is that how it
believe
works?
so. Or isn't the third one? I thought it was. It starts at 3. That it's or no? Is it always Refresher? Shard at 3.
I thought I don't know.
I don't know.
Lacoste? No.
Oh, here we go.
we
Doom
got a
middle.
fight over in the mid.
Gets saved
Be the
immediately
first
though.
Doom.
Nice job
Yeah.
by Radiant. That's huge. They're not even have to buy back from the Sand King. That's a huge save by Stinger.
He's gonna have to use that refresher if they want to go in for another fight, and they know he's got the refresher. They're creeping though. They're still looking. They want to try to make something happen. Hector, oh, immediately the sheep stick comes out, and now they have to go back in. They've got that refresher. They've got the silence. And looks like, can they finish up? Oh, they got a BKB though over here on the Crystal Maiden. She's just sitting over here on the fringes. That's going to be the axe getting used though by Chris Luck. He's going to heal back up again. Whisper trying to make some space himself away here as they keep chasing after. Can they get Stinger? They're not going to be able to quite finish him off in time unless they get the Remnant, and they'll be able to find it with that little bit of lightning coming through. The buyback comes out from the silencer. Chris Luck, he's got to pop that BKB. He's got to run himself away, and there's just a lot of damage being chucked out on him right now. Glimmer Cape comes out. Whisper has again another silence. He's trying to just dish out some more damage over here onto Lella's 40 yard though. Whisper, he needs to be careful. He just popped back. He can't afford to die back here again. He will. He'll get taken down. Chris Luck tries to go back in. He's still alive and kicking, but not for much longer. It doesn't feel like, as he tries to get himself a little bit further out. There's going to be the death of the Oracle.
That's 3, no buybacks, and that's on Hector. Hector, he got saved once, right? That middle Doom is a great play by Stinger, and then he continues to farm the jungle when you know the Doom has a refresher and you know your Oracle. Your Oracle just saved you. You didn't survive because of your play. You survived your Oracle. And since the Oracle doesn't have ulti, you just die, and that's a really big mistake from Sven. That hurts. I mean, it's a game-losing mistake. They've lost the game.
Yeah, look at this. They're not even going to bother with the racks. They're just going right for those towers. They know that there's no buyback on Hector.
But we talk about this from Infamous, right? Chris Luck and Hector are extremely aggressive players, and you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Pressure Orb gets picked up from the Shadow Fiend. He's going to try to make something happen, try to push them off a little bit. We'll get that ultimate off. Sand King is going to get thrown right back in, but they managed to take down the Olapor, and they're going to be able to take down some more. HFN goes down. He's going to buy back immediately. Chris Luck, he's still trying. He's trying to take down Adrian. He's not going to be able to do it fast enough. The rest of the team, they're just wailing away. I think this is going to be game.
Yep. And guess what? We have our first game number 3 finally. We had, what, 5 stomps in a row?
2 O's,
yeah, we had all 2 O's, and then that last game, 18 minutes game from Infamous. Guess what? paiN, they get the win they need, and it's a big one. It's a 50-minute game, so it's a long one. You didn't have much of a break in between last series. Now you have a lot to think about because your silencer Sand King opening, which I believe Dakota and Lacoste said they picked both times in their first win, it just lost. So now you're not feeling very confident about that opening. And yeah, great game by paiN. We knew it though. If it was 30, 40 minutes in, it was second item BKBs on all 3 cores of Infamous. Eventually, you're just going to fall off because you got them so early.
All right, well, let's bring the boys back in here. Hello, Lacoste. Hello, Dakota.
Hello.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So tell us, what did you think about that game?
Yeah, it was all right. It was highly entertaining. It's always good to watch Arc Warden being played. You have 2 cores, Shadowfiend and Sven, who are going to fall off at one point, especially when you play against Arc Warden. And there's no real tower damage. Like, they're playing from... they have advantage, right? But you do not want to siege with Sven.
Yeah.
Pop the God Strength. There's going to be a bubble, a second one, a glyph. Even if you use the God Strength, you're still going to waste a little bit of time walking into a bubble. It's really tough, and I think they overextended a couple of times. Maybe if Shadowfiend was a different kind of a hero, something with the tower damage, I think they could put more pressure on the buildings and try to close it there.
It's nice to see Infamous drop a game. I mean,
Jesus.
I mean, only
Okay.
because of the note you
Haterade.
only because of the note you mentioned. It felt like they were kind of,
Getting
getting
cocky.
away with what
Yeah.
they had going. Oh, we'll just get the silencer, SK, everything's going to be fine. Now we might get to see what their secondary
backup
is.
strat, yeah.
Backup strat. Maybe they're fine with this. They're like, oh, I'm surprised we were able to get this far with it. So, or maybe not. Or maybe that's all they had, and now they're going to crumble at their feet. So,
And Lelis
see.
played extremely well. Every single time he got the Doom on the Sven in
It
the
never got
later
blocked.
stages. Yeah, so it never got blocked. He couldn't pop the ulti before the team fight, which Sven would love to do, and then just tank the Doom, especially with the lifesteal. It just didn't work out well for them, I think. If they want to play this for a late game, maybe pick more for yourself or just ban these heroes like an Arc Warden.
Yeah.
I think the Arc Warden was definitely a
That was
surprise
a really
for them
good
at the
pick.
last minute.
Yep.
So
And
that-
I agree. You see the Ember Speared 0 deaths in almost a 60-minute game. Pretty good. I do want to give a shout out to Stinger. That dude, he was on top of it. I mean, he saved the game at the end until Hector threw it away again. But Stinger, he was on point with that. But it's pretty tough to carry a game as a 5 when there's an Arc Warden in the game. So what are you going to do? The Crystal Main, I like that, right? They paiN Gaming chose first pick, and they took the Crystal Main with it, and it ends up paying off.
Yeah, it worked out for them for sure. That was a great big ulti. Lots of. I believe she ended up. Yeah, she got a BKB towards the end too, and there was just not too much that they could do about it. It was a very big issue for them. But
And I do like they were going to go with Shiva's on the Ember, but instead he's like, you know what, I'm just going to keep the casual plate mill, and I'm going to go for Ags. They can't catch me. They really don't have that much catch besides Schofield, and if he's catching me, the Arc Warden's just going to beat everyone else up. So I like that he switched away and didn't fully commit.
Shout out to 40R, 10-0 and 22. I didn't realize he never got taken down that entire
Oh,
time.
I just said that 30 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't listen to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I know. And that's okay. No, but that is insane.
The
60 minutes
Ember
in.
finally comes out when I don't talk about it, and look what it does.
Look what you've done.
Get it back on the ban list. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think, right? They first picked it. You had a couple counters against it, but it just didn't matter. It's just a very good hero. You have so much mobility. Way too much mobility.
I believe Astronaut Rob, you had something to say, right, about that game? I think so. Beep, 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 beep. All right,
Why
Rob.
does he talk like a robot?
All
or a
right, we've had
modem?
enough of you.
Get out
All
of
right,
here.
anything else?
Yeah, I'm looking. Honestly, I think they might pick the silencer again. I don't know if they want to do sinking with it, but Whisper had a great game. He beat a tri-lane. It was a dual lane versus tri-lane, and he had 10 intelligence
I
in
don't
5
think
minutes.
Whisper was the problem.
No, he wasn't. It was just their whole team play. It really wasn't out. Once the Arc Warden got picked, they had to win the game at 30 to 40 minutes. It was a little bit just that one pick threw a wrench and everything.
Yep. Wait, Rob? No, he.
Okay. No.
You sure?
This is Robert here. That was a great game from space. It was good to see the Earthlings playing some amazing Dota, but it's going to be a game 3 very shortly. That was super fun.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Damn,
great.
Rob.
Yeah.
He's a
Manly's
pretty smart
voice-
guy.
Manly's voice in this hub for sure.
Beautiful. Absolutely. But we are going to take a quick break. We do have another game coming up. It is a best of 3. So we will be back soon and find out who's going to take this match.
And you guys better be here, I swear.
You
Down, boy.
swear.